Random thought that just came to my mind. You guys remember Diddy Kong?
Why'd you move to LA?
Oh, for the kids.
Random thought that just popped up in my head. You guys remember Candy Kong from the old Donkey Kong games? Bro, I don't give a fuck if she a primate, bitch. I'm a motherfucking Homo sapien the way I'm. I'm slobbing on myself. There's literally, oh my god. Anyways, ow. Fellas, I just got back from watching Superman W movie, top tier movie for the year. Fuck that nigga Lex Luthor. All my niggas hate Lex Luthor.
The government gave me the authority to kill you. If not today, then
I've been roaming around, always looking down at all I see.
Today's topic is more serious than the usual things that I talk about on this channel. Pee-pee and poo-poo breaks. What's up with that? Are we getting it? Are we not? We got diapers on? What's the dealio with that, Coolio? You feeling me, yo? Is he helping with the prep? Helping him get it up? Come on. Jim, look. Time's running out. Get that thing up.
She show her panties. She shake it like jelly. 100 bands of Chanel, but I'm still shaking ass in a deli. When my bitch got a daddy. He like him already. He want the walk, but
We're gonna be talking today about William McNeil, a 22-year-old man who was brutally assaulted and wrongfully arrested by a bunch of cops after getting pulled over for not having his headlights on, which, by the way, I need you to remember that for later on. And then the chief of Jacksonville, because this happened in Jacksonville, the chief of the Jacksonville Police Department comes out and he just makes a fucking fool of himself. But we're gonna get into all of that in the rest of the video. You're gonna want to stay for this. This shit gets crazy. So William McNeil, a 22-year-old man who was possibly driving from work or on the way to his girlfriend's house, you know, to get a little bit of alone time, fellas. Yeah. Well, any hope of getting home or getting some poutine that day was short-lived, as he was then pulled over by a cop. And the reasoning why he was pulled over, I'll let this asshole say it.
Why you're popping the door open like that?
I don't have a window that works. Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. Two things, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights. And it's not weather. It's not raining.
Oh, this is inclement?
It's not raining.
It's a terrible day for rain.
What do you mean? It's not raining.
Yes, it is.
Hey, dum-dum, you ever stop to think maybe the reason he doesn't have his seatbelt on is because he can't roll down his window? Therefore, he needs to open his door and lean out, and that's a little bit hard to do when you got a tight-ass leather belt on your fucking chest? Ever thought about that, dummy? And I don't even have to address the first point of inclement weather, which, what the fuck is inclement weather? Inclement weather refers to severe or unfavorable atmospheric conditions that can disrupt. Oh, so like a flood, like the floods we've been getting recently in Miami. Why didn't you just say it was raining harder or some shit like that? Inclement weather. Hey, dickhead, you're not any smarter for knowing words in a dictionary. Just say it was flooding or it was raining really hard, which, by the way, once again, I don't even have to address, because if you just look up, you notice that there's no rain at all, or better yet, look down so you can see there's no raindrops hitting the ground. If anything, it's literally just cloudy. That's it. Clear as day. There's no fog at all. It's just cloudy skies. What do you mean inclement weather? So basically his whole reasoning for pulling him over is because that there's inclement weather, or raining. I'm just going to say raining. Because it's raining, he doesn't have his headlights on. So I got to pull you over for that, which, once again, it's not raining at all. This already is giving me like suspicious ass vibes. We can both tell, especially from the fact that you're standing right here in front of me and there's no raindrops hitting your face. We can both tell that it's not raining. So there's no need for me to have my headlights on. So what's the real reason you pulled me over? Already, I would have been freaking the fuck out, letting everybody know where I am, turning on my location, because I'm already getting a bad feeling from this shit. William is like,
Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh?
And the cop immediately folding, talking about, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm telling you it's raining. If fucking homeless Joe down the street, if homeless Joe down the street tells me that the sky is fucking green when obviously it's blue, I'm supposed to believe homeless Joe just because he's telling me. He's not arguing. He's not gonna argue back and forth with me about it. He is 100% sure the sky is green. So I'm supposed to believe homeless Joe.
Yes.
Yeah, that checks out. That checks out. So Bowers, that's his last name, Officer Bowers. He asked for his license and registration, you know, all that stuff. William is rightfully like, no, bro, call your supervisor. So then the obvious next step is to arrest William for no fucking reason.
Right now, you're under arrest for resisting. You understand? Right now, you're under arrest for resisting. What? You understand?
What?
Right now, you're under arrest for resisting.
I can't hear you.
So Bowers is telling him to step out of the vehicle. William isn't stepping out of the vehicle because why should he? Making the officer call for backup, and this is where it starts to escalate. And for the weak-hearted, I will warn you at least that it does get a little bit brutal in the next few minutes. But I really would appreciate it if you stayed. Apparently, now William is under arrest. But for what? He's under arrest for resisting arrest? What was the initial arrest for? What exactly was the first arrest that he resisted? Because all you did was come up to him and say, hey, it's raining and you're not wearing a seatbelt. When the answers to both of those claims was very obvious that William didn't even need to answer it. It's not raining and he needs to peek out. So what exactly... You never stated an initial arrest in the first place too. So what are you talking about? He's under arrest for resisting. Resisting what? So the second cop car pulls up and, oh, what is that? Is that his headlights off? The same thing that you're trying to arrest him for? You mean to tell me the same thing you're trying to arrest William for, your literal fucking buddies over there are doing the exact same thing. If anything, so they gotta be arrested too. If your initial arrest was because I didn't have my headlights on, that means you gotta arrest them too, nigga. But that would make sense. That would make too much sense for his dumbass feeble brain to understand. So I don't even know why I'm bringing that up. So like I said earlier, this is the part where it gets a little bit brutal. Bowers is giving him a few more warnings saying, this is your last warning right here. I'm telling you right now, open up that door or else we will break that window. William is like, no, man, call your supervisor. What are you arresting me for? Bowers is like, I already said it. But once again, I don't want to keep repeating. I don't want to keep beating this dead horse. But once again, the reasons that you said you pulled him over for are not feasible reasons, as because those reasons don't exist. The reasons you put him over for, they don't exist. It's not raining and he has his seatbelt off to talk to you. It's not like he wasn't wearing it before you came. He just stopped wearing it so he could look out the fucking window. So both of your reasons for pulling him over are completely null. They're void. But we're gonna switch over to William's point of view so we can see up close and personal just how crazy this situation is and how crazier it's gonna get in a few more minutes.
When he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? Okay. And then I said, so what I did wrong? Yeah. He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, okay. There's multiple people headlights off, first of all, and then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
What?
What that cop just said is genuinely fucking scary. It's scary because these are the people we're supposed to trust our life with. It is, I shouldn't have to tell you this. It should be just common sense. It's not illegal to drive with your headlights off during the day. During the day. Let me specify that. It's not illegal to drive with them off during the day and when it's not raining or there's no natural disaster that can obstruct people's views. That should be fucking obvious because the only headlight that I need on during the day is the fucking sun. But it's crazy how the cop said that so confidently. He just said it like, yeah, it doesn't matter. You're still driving with your headlights off. Yeah, but that's not illegal, dickhead. So it's now fully apparent that one, these cops don't know their rights, which is crazy. They're the fucking cops. They're the ones that are supposed to know their rights and read it to us. And yet they don't even know it themselves. And two, they are just blatantly ignoring what is and what isn't illegal. The reasons that they have for doing what they're about to do, they don't have any type of probable reason for doing it. So William says, pull it up then, bro. Pull up the law saying I can't drive without my headlights on. Bro, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it when you step out the car. Obvious fucking trap. William ain't that dumb. So then after refusing, they bust his window and then they bust his lip.
Supervisor? What? Can you call you supervisor?
Exit the vehicle now!
K.O. Can we see that just one more time?
Now, exit the vehicle!
Maybe one more time.
Now, exit the vehicle!
I
don't think we got a good enough view. Just one more time.
Now, exit the vehicle.
Now that we saw it about 30 fucking times, are you all just as shocked as me? They just sucker punched the shit out that nigga, and he first of all, he ate that shit like a champ. W's to William. But second of all, they just punched the fuck out of him, and he didn't do a thing. There was no need to use excessive force. He literally just palmed his shit like a Shaolin monk. And William did nothing but just sit there. He literally looked forward, which is the definition of a sucker punch. I need you to remember that too. Looking straight ahead, his hands aren't reaching for anything. He's literally just looking forward. Boom! Ow. This shit kinda hurt, cuz oh damn, fuck. So even if you wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, maybe he was trying to reach for his shirt, jack him up a little bit. Okay, let's go down that route. Obviously, that's not the truth, but let's just go down that route. How would you explain the rest of this? I'm gonna let it play fully.
Show me your hands.
Here. I'm here. What is your reason, sir? Step out. What is your reason? Step out now. All right. Get on the ground. No, don't. Get on the ground.
Stop fighting.
Put your hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
Whoa. Play that back, ref.
Wayne Rooney with the forearm shove to Christian Cáceres is off.
Nigga, that's a red flag. You're getting kicked off the pitch. That's a straight fucking boom to the chin. Bro, he went straight for the jaw. And then and then there's another fucking POV. Bro, you got me stuttering and shit. Let me calm down. Take a couple of woo-saws. Woo-saw. I don't think that's how you do a woo-saw. Okay, we done went down the route of him accidentally palming his face when he tried to reach for his shirt. That doesn't explain the second one straight to the man's chin. And then they bring his ass right down. How do you explain that second one? You can't say he was reaching for his shirt because his shirt's right here. His chin's up here. So that's a complete different direction. That's a complete different stop to where his fist should be going. So like I mentioned before, we have a third POV. And bro, this shit is brutal. This is honestly disgusting because they put his face in glass. You know how he just busted the window? There's glass on the ground. And look what they do to this man.
Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. What's wrong with you?
Bro, look. Look, there's glass right by his feet. And he's got his hand on the back of his head in it. He's holding in the back of his head as if he was holding a dog's head that just pissed on the ground. And he's like, look what you did. Bad dog. Bad. Bro, this is extremely excessive force. This is a complete abuse of power. They got this man's face in glass. Here's like the after image of what happened to him. I'm surprised he doesn't have any cuts or anything like that on his face. There's literal glass on that floor, and I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't put his head down gently. I would 100% believe they grabbed his head and they just slammed it into the ground. I'm surprised you don't got a broken nose. Bro, they fucked him up, dude. So I guess after a bunch of grown big-ass niggas teamed up on this one dude that literally didn't do shit to them, I guess Bowser? I'm gonna call him Bowser. I forgot to say his last name. I guess Bowser felt fucking bad for William over here, and he called, a rescue truck to take him to the hospital, get patched up or whatever. So as William's getting patched up and he's getting a couple of band-aids slapped on him, he also gets a couple of charges slapped on him. Mind you, we have his POV and then we have the body cam POV, and somehow he still got charges on him. You want to know what some of those charges are? No.
Too bad, bitch.
So apparently he was driving with a suspended license, which, bro, William, I'm trying to defend you in this video. Why the fuck were you driving when whatever. We're gonna excuse that with the fact that you got beat the fuck up, all right? We're gonna excuse that part. But he got a charge of driving with a suspended license. He had a little bit of weed on him. Now, while it is illegal to smoke it in Florida, it's not illegal for it to be medical weed. We don't know if it's medical or recreational, but you know, after he got his ass whooped, I'm gonna just give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna give him at least this 1 point and say that is medical. All right, I gotta give him a win somewhere. He got resisting arrest without violence, which basically means he was obstructing the law without doing any damage or anything like that to the officer, which sounds really fucking dumb. So I was resisting arrest without violence, yet they can beat my ass like they did in the video. I didn't punch the nigga, I didn't spit on him or nothing like that. Yet, even though I was not using any violence against them, okay, I was resisting arrest, but I didn't fight back or anything. Even though I did it like that, I can still get punched in my fucking jaw and get my face shoved in glass. That shouldn't even be a charge. That sounds unfair as fuck. And then the kicker, the creme de la croix of all his charges, he got fucking charged with not wearing a seatbelt.
Excuse me, the fuck did you just say?
Let me just play something real quick.
What is your reason, sir? What is your—
But I cannot see, I'm legally blind.
Now, I'm not the brightest man.
You're goddamn right.
But I'm pretty sure that's a fucking seatbelt. Is that legal? Like, genuine question, like no jokes. Is that legal? There is video proof from his point of view and from the body cam that he is wearing a seatbelt. So please explain to me how he then got charged with not wearing a seatbelt. Is that legal to just make that up? Or can someone explain that to me? So it's safe to say that my boy William is getting like a really shitty end of the stick, right? It only gets shittier from here. Let's get into the final arc of this video. TK Waters, the fucking chief of Jacksonville Police. Let me just start off with this.
Fuck you. Oh, fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck, 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 fuck,
Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy to high heaven. Fuck this guy so hard that his asshole chafes anytime he sits down. Fuck this guy with no lube. Put him in the cell with Diddy. No fucking baby oil. Fuck this guy, bro. Of course it had to be a black guy, because how else would you calm down the fucking media that are obviously saying this is some police brutality and this is racially charged? How else are you gonna calm them down? You bring out another fucking black guy, but he's not really black. He's a fucking raccoon, but just the last 4 letters. That's what he is. He's a fucking raccoon, last 4 letters. You spell it out.
I am the king.
I don't even know how I would introduce this, so let's just go straight into it. This was a Facebook Live that happened after the fucking situation, and this is him talking on the matter. First of all, we're not gonna go through the whole thing. It's like 40 fucking minutes. We're just gonna go through the clip that a lot of people have likely seen, and once more, fuck this guy. So I'll sum up the first 20 minutes because he starts taking questions near the end of the video, and that's where the viral clip comes from. But basically, he bullshits his way through the entire thing, saying how William wasn't complying with the officer. It doesn't matter what happens. It's a command from an officer. He has to comply with it. But if an officer is telling me, hey, your wiener's hanging out of your pants, that's illegal. Like, while I'm driving, my wiener's hanging out of my pants. And I'm like, no, it's not. My pants are fully zipped up. I'm supposed to comply with that? He's obviously lying. First of all, how the fuck would he know my wiener is hanging out? And second of all, even if it was hanging out, bitch, I'm in my car. I can do what I want with my wiener. You know, maybe this isn't the... Hold on, redo. That's like him saying, sir, you have a pop tire. You can't drive around with that. I look back at my tire, not a fucking hole in it. It is fully pumped with air. I'm like, no, it's not. He's like, sir, step out of the car. I'm like, no, bro, I have air in my tire. And then he proceeds to get 12 big black guys to pull me out my car and step on me with them big ass stompers they got into a ground covered in glass. That's basically what he said, because I didn't comply in 21 seconds with him saying my tires popped, even though it's literally not. That gives him the right to pull me out my car and absolutely stomp my shit into the pavement. He even plays the clip, and we get another view. We get another view from a different cop, and it shows how William still didn't do shit. And he somehow is trying to make it seem like, oh yeah, that nigga was violent. He was a demon. We had to stomp his ass out. So anyways, let's get to the clip that everyone has seen.
Yeah. I can understand the officer punching the window out. But what I don't understand is and I know you said that this was not ruled criminal, sucker punching a guy in the jaw.
First of all, let me stop you. Not a sucker punch. I'm not excusing that administratively. I'm going to say that to you one more time. I'm not excusing that administratively. There are things that we definitely need to look at. But the context of this video should tell you everything you need to know.
You know what? He's right. The context of that video does tell me everything I need to know. And it tells me you're full of shit, because what the fuck is this? That's one punch, that's two punch, and that's a face full of glass. The context tells me your boys in blue don't know how to do their job the correct way without using excessive violence on somebody. They can't do their job without stomping somebody's face into the fucking pavement. And it also tells me that you're a spineless coward bitch that will fucking excuse the behavior like this. 6 guys. You had 6 guys for one fucking dude that did nothing. He literally sat there and he took the punch to his face. And you still think your boys are in the right when that nigga did nothing wrong. William did nothing wrong. And you still think it was okay for him to get fucking stomped out by 6 big ass dudes with guns who could have shot at any moment because, oh, they felt threatened from William reaching for some imaginary weapon, which, by the way, he did have a knife in his car, but it was on the ground. It was on the ground. And the entire video, you saw his hands up, even when he got put out the car. You know what? Now that I say that, play this clip.
That was stated that the officer saw him, reach for the knife that was on the floorboard. The video that was posted on social media, and even there, I couldn't see a clear indication. I mean, do you see that when you're watching this?
No, actually, I don't see where his hands are. I can't assume, Jake. No one can assume. I operate, and we operate off facts and facts alone. I can't make assumption. All I can go by when I read those things is what's stated in the report. I'm not saying whether it's true or whether it's not. I'm saying no one sees his hands at that point. He says, put your hands up, then his hands come up. That was after the strike to the face.
Are you retarded? Exit the vehicle! Show me your hands.
Here.
Huh. Look at that. I found his hands, TK. Fucking dumbass. I mean, at this point, he's just blatantly lying. Nobody can assume where his hands were. I think we can. I think we very well can assume where his hands are. They're up in the fucking air like he just don't care. Actually, you don't have to assume. You know where his hands are because he's fucking holding them up as he's getting his ass jerked out the car. This is obviously fucking, he's lying. He's literally lying. Fuck the fancy words that I had lined up. He's just literally lying to every nigga's face in there, saying how, oh yeah, he didn't comply, even though the reasons why he didn't comply were very well fucking valid. It's not raining and my seatbelt's not on because I'm talking to you and I can't roll my window down, jackass. So no, I'm not gonna step out of the car. Why the fuck am I gonna get arrested for no good reason? Second of all, he didn't reach. The knife is on the floor. At what point did you see him bend down and reach for it? The entire time he kept his hands up. Where do you see him reaching? You're a fucking liar. You're a coward. You're a bitch. The fact that you are like the chief of Jacksonville, I got a friend that stays in Jacksonville for college. I'm scared for that nigga. I'm low-key scared for him. Because even though he ain't fully black, I don't know what could happen at this point. If that's the nigga that's running the fucking officers over there, who knows? That alone, it makes me scared enough. Because it's obvious that this is some racial shit. I bet if it was some, and I don't like to pull this car. I really don't like to pull the race car. I don't like making everything about race. But I bet if it was some fucking white boy that was cursing at them and all that shit, they wouldn't have done nothing. They wouldn't have done nothing. But if it's a black nigga, if it's an Indian nigga, if it's even a mixed nigga, like my friend, even if it's a mixed nigga, if they're not fully white, I'm scared that nigga's finna get the same treatment, bro. That shit might keep me up at night. The thought of this nigga getting punched in his face and dragged out his car and shit. Or what if he with his girl? She's white, but like, what I'm saying is that's gonna be a traumatic experience for the both of them, bruh. I'm scared for the both of them to go through that shit. And the fact that these niggas are the people that they have to depend on down there, and the fact that nigga TK Waters, I keep forgetting his name because he's such a bitch. I don't ever want to keep a bitch's name in my fucking memory, bro. If there's the slight chance that he sees it, fuck you, bro. The fact that he's running the scene down there, fuck you, nigga. Fuck you. You're a coward. You're a bitch. You're a fat fucking pig slob. Jesus, man. You think you would stand for something, but you're not standing for nothing. You're sitting down. You're a fat fucking ass, just letting this injustice go on. And it's crazy how this nigga is not arrested. This has to be like some type of law. It's obvious that William did nothing wrong, and yet somehow he can get his dirty fucking pig ass up there and lie. You cross-eyed piece of shit, bitch. Damn, that's got me heated, man. This is not how I imagined my night right after watching one of the greatest movies I've seen all year. Fuck, dude, but this is crazy. Justice for William. I hope he sues them, and Jacksonville, the police department, they go bankrupt, man. Or at least not bankrupt, because maybe there are some good cops down in Jacksonville. It's just those 6. I don't know if it's actually 6. That's just the number I'm using as an example. But if it's just those 6 in TK that get fired and they get court-martialed, they get the whole 9 yards. They get fish filleted, they get their skin ripped off and all that shit, hung by the gales and all of that. I wouldn't bat a single eye. Motherfucker, I'd sit down and start eating popcorn. Let the show go on, baby. Let the show go on. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Like I said, a little different from my usual upbeat, dumb, really stupid internet stuff type of videos. But when I saw it on the toilet, oh, what? Man, that's gay as hell. I knew I just had to talk about it. But if any updates come to the situation, or you see some wacky news stuff that you might want your favorite little Dominican man to cover, be sure to drop it down in the comments. I'll happily look it over and start cooking up that next greasy, smoky hot video. Be sure to check out the socials, join the Discord if you want to talk to your boy directly, or, you know, Instagram and all that stuff. But, you know, I'm trying to get that Discord popping. Any video suggestions, any memes you want to drop to me, anything like that, you just want to have a regular chat, maybe some life advice, go on the Discord, go on the socials, check all of that shit out. Your boy is everywhere and anywhere, all at the same time. My name's VampDaWado, and I'm the gayest black man. Don't say, yo, cut the fucking
I should be eating blubber all right, just as soon as I free Willie.
My cousins are crazy, my cousins like boogie. Life is amazing, it is what it should be. Been here for 10, but I feel like a rookie. I tell her look up, cause it's snowing in Tootsies. Booked for 3 years, man, you can't even book me. It's me and Lil Baby that going crazy. Weezy produced it, and Weezy have made me. And she held it down, so she got a Mercedes. Your Money Records, the Army, the Navy. They ran me 10,000, I threw it like Brady. The foreign is yellow like Tracy and Katie. I trusted my they never betray me. Met all these they sweeter than Sadie. When I started out, I just took what they gave me. Did all the favors, they never repay me. It worked in my favor, cause nobody said me.
Whip got no keys, tell him my clothes no stash, please. Soon as you can go leave. Got M's in the bank like S and D. Cartier glasses, I won't even Pikachu. Yellow Ferrari like Pikachu. I got him waiting and watching what he gon' do. Tryna pee what I do, tryna steal my moves.